Tip number 170 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. Any space will do. I've already mentioned this quite a few times already in the section on office, or the chapter on offices here. But realistically, it is. Get a space that you can use. Have it in your house. If you don't have a spare bedroom, a closet, a space in your bedroom. And do you need to seal the space off? No, but you can always go in there and shut the door. You know, I mean, I did a lot of things until I actually had an office. I remember working on the dining room table. My children were little, or I didn't have any children. I basically had privacy to a certain point. I've had it in my master bedroom closet, my office. I've had it in the master bedroom. But most of the time I have had a separate, I've been fortunate, I've had a spot where I could make an office and get some privacy. And most of my adult life, I had a separate room for my office, a separate room in the house. And that really makes a difference. I mean, even when we bought the house we live in right now, a main concern was having a room for an office that was actually going to be acceptable. You know, my office here looks out into the front street. It's nothing really, I don't really have a nice view. I don't have a nice, panoramic view outside my, well, you don't really need that. I have the window shut most of the time. The shades are drawn. I can't see out the window because it's distracting every time someone walks by the house. You know, stuff like that. So, and the same thing I think would hold true. If you did need to put an office in a part of the room that's a high traffic area, I mean a part of your house that's a high traffic area, then you're probably not going to have the best office. So take a few things into consideration: the location of the office, if you have any room for an office. Again, if you are cramped for space and you don't have any room for anything, then it wouldn't be a bad idea to, just set up a desk somewhere and then maybe do most of your work when people are asleep, when they're gone, something like that. I mean, let's face it, if you have kids or running around, they might be in school. Then you can do some of the stuff when they're in school. So you're going to have to get a little creative here. I have obviously had to get creative when I needed to with an office. And like I said, it really makes a difference to have an office, have a little bit of privacy or a little bit of quiet time, something where you can actually open up a set of plans, go on the computer, and concentrate on what you're doing without any distractions. And that would include closing the door if necessary. My office door is shut most of the time. It's either locked because I don't want people coming in when I'm not around, or it's shut when I'm in here because I want to be able to concentrate on what I'm doing. Right now I am in my office filming these videos. The door is shut and there are no distractions. And that's not difficult to understand. You're filming a video, you're not going to want to hear a bunch of chatter in the background noise. Neither do I. If someone's chattering or talking off the side, I'm distracted. I'm not thinking. So, which reminds me of a story one time. I remember I was in my office working one day and someone who was living at the house was arguing. Well, I was writing, so it wasn't a big deal, but I had my door shut. They were arguing right outside my door, one or 2 feet away from the door. I'm waiting for them to stop arguing. This went on for probably about 5 minutes, and then they left. Well, if my door would have been open, they probably wouldn't have been standing there arguing. So it's kind of a catch-22 here, You can't win for losing sometimes. You shut the door for privacy, and you're not going to be able to hear as much, but sometimes you shut the door, and then the people are going to stand out there. The door's shut. They think they can't hear you. You can't hear them, whatever, I don't know why I threw that story in there, but hey, off to the next video.